they get started, finally. It's all his fault. I'm not taking a hit on this. Before we get started, how about a little Eagles chant? Huh? What do you say?
Oh, yeah.
You got a little Eagles
gotta
chant
do it.
in you? Huh? Come on, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's making money. That's all she does. All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming out for this fans view. We've been doing this for a while. We've had this dude with us for a long time. And we appreciate him giving up his night to come out and hang out with us, talk some sports. Just in case anybody really cares, he was down at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got connections. That shot will last forever.
Oh, yeah.
Not like buying beers, just take you to the Super Bowl. All right. We got some great raffle prizes over there. We got a little Eagles flavor, so there's some great stuff. Go see Sue. She's got her entourage back there. You got Kelly, you got Adam, you got Sue, go see somebody, buy some tickets, get your free ones, and we'll draw somewhere around 8 o'clock, 8:15 maybe. So we'll get you home in time for day. So, again, thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings. Take care of all your peeps. You do a great job for us every month. So again, Chris Jenkins, everybody remember the shot?
Oh, yeah.
Does it ever get old?
Never gets old, especially around this time of year. I get kind of busy, but it's fun. It's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Busy is good. That means you're making a living.
You can never complain about that.
There you go. Good stuff.
We're going to have to get you this year into our this fans view NCAA bracket tournament.
Come on, sign me up.
See how much you really know.
Sign me up. Sign me up. The SEC team's been kind of running it, so sign me up.
They are.
Villanova fans in the house.
We'll do a single front center.
We'll cut them some slack. We'll cut them some slack because they've been winning.
You don't have to be nice. Don't have to be nice. But hopefully everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. I know I did.
Oh, yeah.
Solid coming, right, everybody? We saw it coming. We knew it was going to be a blowout, right?
Absolutely.
We know it. We saw it coming.
Let's go. Great team win. We needed
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Johnny, what do you got?
So let's get started. Just dig right into it. How was the time down there?
New Orleans was a great time.
So.
Eagles fans, we showed up and showed out, man. I'm proud of us. We held it down. The stadium inside was probably 60-40 us.
Okay.
But outside the stadium, it was probably 75-25 Eagles fans. So I was extremely happy, especially with our performance on the field. That made it a lot better. Made the trip a lot better.
Absolutely. It was almost so unbelievable. We were expecting a closer game. That's what Kansas City does, plays close games. And for us to come out and just dominate them from Jump Street, it was just unbelievable.
Andy Reid gave us
He turned it back into Philly.
He gave us an old school Andy Reid special. I couldn't be upset. I said, I watched this as a kid growing up. I cried a lot, so it's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old school Andy Reid holding us down.
Were you an Eagles fan growing up?
As a kid, man, ever since honestly, Terrell Owens, he was the reason that I seriously became an Eagles fan. Like around that time, I started to really, really enjoy the NFL and enjoy football, like outside of playing basketball. So I've been stuck with the Eagles ever since, man.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
does it go any further? Phillies, Flyers, Sixers? I mean, is there any love there?
I mean, there's always love there. You want to see those teams do well, but I'm I'm not as upset about you guys about the Sixers. Y'all have to be a little upset, right?
Do we have to talk about that?
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing, actually.
Yeah, it's tough.
Although we did talk about it, that they weren't going to make the playoffs this year. We did say that before the year. So
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that because I didn't see Embiid coming into the season hurt. You know, I thought he was going to be ready to go considering he played in the Olympics. So that kind of threw me off a little bit.
did he play in the
started
Olympics?
season
He was just there.
hurt. He was there. He was,
Except for the one game.
well, he was working out and traveling, so I guess that was enough to throw his body off.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. And Paul George too. He's always hurt. You know, the 1 year he needs a contract, he stayed healthy, but other than that, you know, he's always hurt. So
Paul George's been a big disappointment. There's no way around that one. He's getting paid a lot of money, and he's just not producing. That's it.
yeah, no, true. Yeah.
All right, Eagles talk. Questions, comments? Anybody want a microphone?
Come on, let's get us right.
You know, surely somebody's got a question or a comment. How about that Blair up at the bar, the big Bengals fan?
We got a Bengals fan. We got a Bengals fan in here. Oh man.
I couldn't even get him to stick around and watch the game with me.
He knew what was coming.
But he did say on his way out the door, "You guys got this."
Yeah.
I think it was 34-0 at that point.
Right. He had out on a limb there.
I love you, brother. I love you. It's all love. It's all love for the boys up front.
Way to go out on the limb.
All right. Johnny,
You want to talk a little tournament?
you want to talk a little tournament?
Yeah, let's get a little view here. You're working with Fox Sports?
I am. This is my first year calling games with FS1. As we can see some college hoops on right here. But yeah, it's my first year with FS1. It was pretty cool. It's just a different grind from playing, but it's not as demanding, I would say, but still a lot of fun. You still have to prepare, still have to work hard,
Right.
Build those great relationships, and be a man of your word, things like that. So it's definitely fun, and it's fun to see Coach Wright on TV and for him to do a couple games, and then I text him about that. And then he see me do a couple games, and then he text me about that. So I think that's pretty cool that we kind of have the same profession now, just in different parts of our lives.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
He's still telling you what you're doing wrong.
No, he's not telling me what I'm doing wrong. It's definitely more encouraging, but it's been a lot, it's been helpful for sure.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So with March Madness right around the corner, I mean, do you have a schedule? Are you going to be doing a lot with FS1?
I think we'll see with the Big East tournament coming up. I think things will get a little bit busy, and then when the NCAA tournament starts, hopefully TBS, CBS,
Okay.
TNT networks like that, I can
Yeah, they all cross over.
see if I can kind of slide in there because they're going to need people to work. So
Okay.
definitely available,
Awesome.
ready to go.
I'm glad we got you ahead of the schedule and March Madness. And does it get in a corny kind of way? Do you get goosebumps this time of year?
Nah, it's always been fun. I always just been appreciative and admired it, just because, as a player, you kind of work hard to just be a good player.
Sure.
And you kind of take whatever comes with that. So this is kind of just what goes with it, and it's fun, and I appreciate it, honestly.
So back to Sixer basketball. Are we a Knicks fan now?
Definitely a Knicks fan. Shout out to the Nova Knicks. They gotta hold it down because the Sixers won't make the playoffs.
I knew I'd have to drag that. I knew you weren't going to just say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always supporting those guys. It was awesome to see Jalen in the All-Star game again. It's always cool to see the guys that you grew up with, that you played basketball with, to see them continue to do things great in that profession. So it was awesome to see him during All-Star week.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll see how they work out. They're struggling a little bit. They're 0-5 against the top teams. They were saying that they had a stat today.
Yeah, but they also have OG who's out, who plays a big part in their rotation. So when you get a player like him back,
oh yeah, they'll be fine in the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure they get a big man back coming off injury. So when they get those guys back, that'll get them a little bit more depth, and then that's all the playoffs is just who's playing well at the right time and who has the depth. Because you play so many games in a short period of time that nicks and nags can happen, and if guys have to sit out, is your team good enough for you to still hold on?
Yeah, and then you got the Knicks we saw last year. They out hustle you.
Yeah, and then Jalen can catch fire. They have guys that can make threes. Right. And then, they also have other Villanova guys who play defense as well. Yeah. Now adding Cat to the mix, their offense, I feel like will be there. It'll just be, can they get stops? Because, the Celtics, they have Jason Tatum and guys, Jaylen Brown, guys who are amazing. So it's going to be kind of tough. You just got to weather the storm and make your momentum swing as well.
Exactly. For sure.
Lauren, you want to do the Mattis Minute? We can check that off the list.
Yeah, sure.
We can pay some bills.
All right, Chris. So you've done this a couple of times with us, these series of questions, but this time it's a little bit different. So the answer is one of your teammates, or one of the people associated with the team the year that you guys won.
Okay.
All right. Which one of your teammates went to high school in Wilmington, Delaware?
That's Dante.
All right.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Okay. All right. Which one of your teammates went to high school at Great Valley High School in Malvern?
That's Mikael Bridges.
All right. Which player on the team shot and made the most 3-point shots for the season?
That year?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yep. All right.
That would be me. That was a good one.
Which player on the team shot the most free throws for the season?
Free throws. I mean, if I had to guess, Josh probably got fouled the most.
Josh Hart.
Yeah. So
okay. Which player on the team committed the most personal fouls for the season?
That might be me.
It is, yeah, me too.
That was a great one.
Which player on the team had the highest free throw shooting percentage for the season?
That also might be me.
Was Phil Booth.
Oh, he don't. He counts. He counts. No, that's valid. What was he? 80 what?
I don't know.
Oh, he might have got me barely.
Do you know what it was?
Because I think I was 87.
87?
Yeah. Okay. Because I was 84. He got me.
All right.
Oh, Bucknell.
Okay.
Bucknell.
What college basketball team did Jay Wright coach directly before being hired to coach Villanova?
That has to be Hofstra.
Yeah, okay. Who was the head coach at Villanova directly before Jay Wright was hired?
Oh, that would be Coach Lapis.
Okay. And the last one, can you name the 6 teams Villanova defeated to win the national championship in 2016?
All right, let's see if I can name this. Let's see if I can rattle these off. Was it UNC Asheville? Iowa?
Yeah.
Miami?
Yeah.
Kansas? Oklahoma? North Carolina?
That was pretty close. You almost had all 10. But I'm gonna give it to you. This was Phil Booth on trip, yeah.
That got me. That's crazy.
That's
That
the
hurts.
last minute.
I'm gonna have to call him now. I'm
That was good.
gonna have to call him now and tell him that he got me.
He got you.
So I got a question for Bill Mattis. Taylor Swift took the night off.
They changed it up for this one.
Took the night off, huh?
Was she supposed to? What happened?
We tried to see who can find a Swiftie when we have our guests.
Bill's notorious. He always asks
I'm
us
shocked. I
Taylor
really
Swift.
am. I thought that was it. I thought that was a given every week.
How we feel about Taylor Swift? We still a fan? We still cheering for her. We in New Orleans, we did give her a lot of boos in the stadium.
Oh yeah.
I won't say, because we are in this. I won't say if I participated, but I might have lost my voice after that part. I won't say if I participated.
Yeah. That's all right.
Poor Taylor.
Yeah.
Poor Taylor.
I think she'll survive.
She will survive.
There's simply nothing for about it.
Not at
Not
all.
at all. That's for sure.
All right, again, raffle tickets, grab your 2 free ones, $1 a piece. Got some great stuff over there. AJ Brown, one of my all-time favorites, got an autographed jersey, autographed framed photo. How about Brian Dawkins, autographed 11 by 14? Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if you don't get it, you can buy it at Carl's Cards and Collectibles. I'll throw that in there too.
Exactly.
He's a pretty good sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lauren, are you set up for trivia? You ready to?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Where'd you go?
She's right in the back.
Okay.
Right by the shoebox.
How about we throw a little trivia out there and try to warm up the room a little bit?
There you go.
We got some great prizes, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Some great prizes. Anybody see them posted today? Huh?
Celebration.
Celebration photos, multiple signatures.
Yeah. All good.
Good stuff. All right, here we go.
We'll see how much knowledge you have for the NCAA tournament coming up here in honor of Chris. What year was the first NCAA tournament played?
Wow, I would not know this. That's a good one.
Oh, we got an answer. 68 is incorrect.
Okay.
Oh, that was good though.
It's before that.
Before 1968.
1955.
She's actually not that far up.
Only 31 years.
Yeah, only though. But she's like how is she?
1955?
How is
55
she
is
that-
incorrect. I know.
1958.
58 is incorrect either.
Okay.
59 is incorrect. No.
2 hands up. He must have the answer.
53, no.
It's in the
Chris,
30s.
Chris,
63?
Chris given the answer that she was closer. She really
Chris,
wasn't.
Chris is throwing out a hint that it's in the 30s.
Oh, here we go.
Chris is throwing out an assist.
Same thing, just added 3.
Anybody?
1933.
33 is incorrect.
Close. Add a couple more
38.
years.
38 is even closer.
Okay, go ahead up there, Eagles jersey.
Wrong way.
1939.
39 is correct.
Okay.
There we go.
There we
There you
go.
Good
Dinner, winner,
job.
chicken dinner.
There we go.
Very good.
You did that.
That's right. Who was the winner in 1939 is the next answer or question.
1939.
The winner of 1939.
I would have never guessed this one either.
I got a Kansas back here.
Kansas is incorrect.
That's a good guess though.
Kentucky.
Kentucky's incorrect. It's in the Northwest.
Okay. Oh, this hand.
They tend to have nice jerseys.
Oregon.
Oregon is correct. Yep.
That was good. That was good. Somebody over there said it too. He said
So that, all right. During that year, how many teams played in the tournament? This one's a shocker. Surprise.
Yeah, that big shocker.
Wow, there you go. Damn.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Very good. Very, very good.
That was
That
real
was,
good.
that was impressive right there.
That was good.
All right. Which number 1 seed was the first to lose to a number 16 seed?
That was
This guy's hand is up before you finish the
I know.
question. Virginia.
Virginia is correct.
that is correct.
There you go.
That is correct.
And then they won the national championship the following year.
After the first question, John, they've been crushing.
I know that they have.
They've been crushing. So these people know their hoops.
They do. They do. Let's see how far they go with this one.
They know their hoops.
All right. Which team made the most Final Four appearances?
UCLA.
That is incorrect.
That's a good one though.
Duke is incorrect either.
How many teams have made the most appearances?
Which teams made the most appearances?
Made the most appearances in the Final Four. Right?
Final Four.
You're not gonna say St.
North
Joe.
Carolina.
North Carolina is correct. Yep.
That's a good one.
And what, we got one left? All right.
I wonder how many they had.
I was just hoping you weren't saying St.
I'm not
Joe's.
sure. He knows better.
I'm gonna have to look that one up now.
All right. And then, which team won the most national titles? Look at you. UConn is incorrect.
UCLA.
UCLA did.
UCLA.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Very good.
It was
There you
good.
go.
John, you told me these were like really difficult.
Well,
Either they're really easy or these people really know their basketball.
well, the first couple were a little different.
They're just really good at Googling.
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. And I have one more question.
I have no more prizes.
I know we don't. No, it's a multiple choice answer, so it's not really a prize.
Extra credit.
It's extra credit.
Extra credit. Now he's turned into a professor.
Exactly. All right. Who scored the most points in a single tournament game? You had choices are David Robinson in 1987, Bill Walton in 1973, Hal Lear from Temple in 1956, or Austin Carr in 1970.
I would never know this.
Just because you're not getting a prize, you can still answer. Austin Carr? Well, there you go. You win a winner. 61 points. 61 points for Notre Dame.
Give him a couple of free raffle tickets.
There you go.
61 points in a tournament game is a
Speaking
lot.
about
It is.
raffle tickets, so we'll pull all the winners, right? Everybody will be happy, super happy, and then we'll take all the raffle tickets and we're gonna put them in a big, I don't know, big something, big helmet, something or other, and we'll have the big Smooth over here autograph this basketball up here for you. So you get another opportunity to win a nice raffle prize. So you can you win the prize and they'll link it all up for you and everybody goes home a winner, right?
There you go.
All good, all good. So get down there, see Sue, Kelly. Kelly, are you throwing an assist tonight, are you?
Oh, she's
You working overtime? Thank you very much. Grab some raffle tickets and see if you can take home some nice prizes. Again, I want to thank everybody, for coming out. This is a monthly event for us. We're 3 short weeks away from coming back in March because somebody's going to spring training. I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just
Not me.
somebody's going to spring training and we got to do it on March 12th. So
There you go.
just laying that out there. So save that date, March 12th. I'll leave it on the 13th. There you go. There you go. So save that date and as it looks, we could be bringing back a couple of former champions, as in this champion here. So we're going to stay with that tradition, and I think these guys have won a couple of championships themselves. So we should have some fun.
There you go.
So it'll be baseball. So we'll be in the baseball mode. So
Yeah, we got to talk
get
some
ready,
baseball.
have some fun. Anybody else heading to spring training?
There you go.
There we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. What are the expectations this year for the Phillies? What are you seeing that you can shed light on? What do you think?
I get the microphone for this one.
All right. You got all the time you want.
World Series.
World Series or bust?
Yeah, what we talking
Really?
about? Are you kidding me?
I like it.
Are y'all?
I like it.
Hold on. So because they lost early last year, the expectation, no way.
You gotta win. You gotta win.
Yeah. With that roster, the payroll that they got, the players that they have to win.
Yep.
So I expect Phillies fans expect them to win the World Series, right? Or at least that's what I thought.
Absolutely.
So I would be selling you all short if I didn't agree.
Yep. Completely
All
agree.
right.
That's just how I feel. That's how I think. Especially with the Eagles just win, I think it's championship in the atmosphere.
Exactly.
I just feel like the pressure's on them.
You would think, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would think the momentum was there to carry it through, and
I agree. I agree. You had to play it. Last year was just a bad series. That happens in sports, but I feel like with the players that they have coaching. Pitching may still be a little in, but they have the talent.
They got a lot of depth in pitching right now.
We'll see. It's time to go. What we talking about? Yeah, it's time to win.
Oh yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
It's been a while too, right? It's been a little minute since the Phillies got them some championship.
2008.
Yeah, I was a little kid then. You know, I was before high school. Come on now, I was in middle school back then. We got to make something happen now.
All right, there you go. Are we believing Philly States? Are we believing? Huh?
Absolutely. You got to.
Got to.
You gotta believe.
Everybody's buried in them BOGO burgers.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free BOGO burger.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I got to get involved.
There you go. The Bryant's made it. There you go. Welcome. Again, it's good to have everybody. Appreciate it. We got an open mic. If anybody's got questions, comments, anything, talk about Villanova, NCAA.
I got a
Got
question
a
right
question
here.
over here.
I'm sure you get an answer from the time, but when you made that shot at the buzzer in the national championship, did that play go the way it was drawn up, or did Archidiakis just pass you the ball out of desperation and clock was winding down?
It's a great question. The play went how I wanted it to go. Sure. But the play was for Ryan Archidiakis to get the ball and be aggressive and kind of make a play for us because he was our senior captain. That's kind of just the play that he made. So we trusted him and he trusted the rest of us. So that's kind of how it worked.
But you guys practice that a lot during the season. Too.
Yeah, and when we practiced it would be Ryan Archidiakis getting the basketball, coming off the screen and taking a shot or making a pass like he did. So we were kind of comfortable in giving him the basketball in those situations.
Right.
About
Yeah, absolutely.
What were you feeling when you put it up?
Well, having the irrational confidence, thinking that every shot's going to go in, I'm just like, let's go home. You know what I mean? That's game. No
Game time.
overtime. Yeah, no overtime. That was in time. Let's win. And we were in Texas, so we had a good time. So let's go party.
There you go.
Kind of the theme.
Jay pick up the check that night?
I don't think he paid for anything. So I think everybody all in all just had a fantastic time. Coach Wright included. Because he didn't get up for a couple interviews. He didn't get up for a couple interviews.
Whoops.
You know, when you throw them off on players, that's how you know you had a good night.
There you go.
Very good, very good. So the whole March Madness thing, where college sports is today. What's your gut? How you feeling? About the tournament and where college sports in general is. I think you understand the question without the answer.
It's definitely a different time. It's definitely crazy to see them go from one extreme to another, to go from no one can get you a McDonald's Happy Meal to you can make as much money as you can. I don't have an issue with it just because it was so wrong for so long that you kind of can't police it now. So they're kind of reaping the benefits of what they sowed. But I just think it's different. Coaches have to approach it different. They have to be better coaches. You have to adjust on the fly, things that college coaches don't like to do.
Right? Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? College coaches get stuck in a routine, and it's been one way for so long. But I'm happy to see the players get paid, and this also lets you know who really loves the game. You know, I think it's easier to tell who wants to be good, who wants to play at the next level by now that you're making money at a younger age. Do you still get up and go work out with the same mindset? Do you still go to class? Do you still do things like that? So I think it's kind of easier to kind of weed out who takes it serious and who doesn't.
Okay.
How much have you think it affected Philadelphia? You know, the Philadelphia has a rich history of college basketball, and you know we're going on almost 3 years now without having a team in the tournament. You know, with the NILs.
Yeah, that's definitely tough because, like you said, the rich history and tradition of basketball in this area. But I don't think it's because of lack of resources or lack of money per se, because that's kind of what you need. I just think is people adjusting to the times.
Okay.
And it takes time. You know, Villanova, we lost a Hall of Fame coach. And,
Right. Oh, yeah.
you know, it's going to take some time to recover from that because if not, then everyone would do it. You know, Hall of Fame coaches in college aren't easy to come by. So when you have one retire, kind of surprising everyone else, it's going to take a little time.
Oh, yeah.
A little adjustment period. And you kind of see that with other programs as well. Kentucky isn't the same.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
And their big SEC tradition have a lot of NIL, but it's not about that. It's about other things that go into it and your coaching. It comes down to coaching. I really believe that.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely a different time now.
Yeah. That's all. Just a different time.
Yep. And like I said, it's good for the players. You know, everyone thinks it's just
Yeah, because
you're
some
playing
people
basketball, but
some people max out their potential or earning value in college. Some people aren't professionals.
right.
And that's okay.
Right.
That happens.
Right. No, absolutely.
But they should be allowed to make as much money as they can, considering they're helping sell out
Arenas.
and make millions. You know what I mean? Hundreds, not just hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
I mean,
No,
that's
sure.
crazy.
Absolutely.
So we're not talking about a little bit of money here, no. I think it's enough for everybody to be happy. It's just people have to want to share.
Right. Exactly. That's for sure. Yeah.
Questions, anybody? Anybody else? Gentlemen?
So I have a question also about the NBA specifically. So ratings are down. People aren't watching the NBA as much. A lot of people say it's because there's no real competition, or because there's the big guys are coddled and there's no defense. Do you have any thoughts on what might be driving the issue with the NBA right now? Without putting you on the spot too much?
I think a big issue is the NFL.
Okay.
Everybody watches the NFL.
Yeah.
So during NFL season, that takes priority over everything.
Okay.
And then I also think you have legends like Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal and Ernie and those guys. They do a good job and their show is entertaining, but I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows them for just talking bad about the guys that's on the court.
Right.
So if you have your most popular show talking bad about your product, don't be surprised when your product goes down.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big part of it as well. And I think a part of it is the players. They own a bit of responsibility in that too, because they don't take certain games serious. We just watched All-Star Weekend. That was a joke. They have, it's 4 teams and 8 coaches and comedians running it. Like, it's just a lot going on. So the players bear some responsibility in that too. But I think it's a collective effort. But I think a big part of it too, though, is the NFL is such a great product now. So everybody is using that as like the standard for sports entertainment. And it's just like, it's the NFL's time right now.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think of the NBA thinking that they're going to cut 2 minutes off a quarter? To try to make it more appeasing, I guess. But
Yeah.
to me, I think if they want to make the game more competitive, or don't play the back-to-back games, spread it out every other day, and get rid of the load management. You know, I mean, that's a lot of problem.
I agree. I've always believed that 82 games was a lot, even like way back in those times. Maybe that's why like you see a lot of those guys like Charles Barkley, like they need hip replacements and all because they were playing a physical style of basketball for so long.
Yeah.
So I definitely believe that maybe shortening the game from 82 games to something else. I think that would help. But honestly, the players, they just have to take it more serious. They have to take the regular season just a little bit more serious. Because you can make so much money for so long that guys just try to prolong their careers and get 4, 5, 6 contracts, which, I mean, you can't blame them if guys now are making $60, $70 million a season. I mean, why wouldn't you sit out if your knee's hurting on this back-to-back and it's a Wednesday night in Milwaukee and Giannis might not be playing?
Right. Yeah. No, exactly.
No.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough situation. And then you have guys like Embiid who they legitimately get hurt.
Yeah.
Like he legitimately has real injuries that would keep anyone out.
Yeah.
He's just happened to be 7 feet, 320, I guess. Right? I mean,
All right, we got another question back here.
How tall are you?
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'5", 6 feet 5 inches, 6 feet 6, somewhere in there. I float.
You float.
So when you're out there doing camps with these kids and whatnot, what's the message? You know, because you're doing a lot of camps and you're out there on social media. What's your message? To them to inspire them to not only play your sport, but what is your message in general?
Well, my message to them is if they want to play a sport is to definitely make sure that you love it. Because like we spoke about earlier with the ability to make money early, it's easy to spot if you really love the game. And one thing about sports is you can't cheat it. You have to put the work in. You have to over-dedicate yourself. You have to be willing to miss out on parties and not be considered cool and things of that nature. And in order to do those things, you have to love it. So that's one thing I always make sure that I stress to them, that if you're really going to play sports and you want to take it serious, you do have the ability to make more money than your parents by the time you're a freshman in college, but they just don't give money to kids who don't work hard and who aren't worthy of it. They dictate your value, so they have to think that you're worthy of this type of money going into school.
Exactly.
They have to think that you're worth that and a scholarship. You know what I mean? They kind of go hand in hand now. So I definitely tell them to make sure that they love it and then make the necessary sacrifices. That looks different for everybody. So I try to stick to those 2 points and then kind of just branch out from there because I feel like those two, if you're grounded in those, then that gives you a great chance for success.
Who was your mentor growing up?
Wow, that's a good question. I was fortunate to go to a lot of great schools. So if I had to say like mentors, man, I honestly would say like my peers, like the guys that I went to middle school with, and then we went to Gonzaga High School together, and then they went to Notre Dame or Virginia, and I went to because and I say that they're my mentors because I learned probably the most from them, like just my classmates, because they opened my eyes up to a different side of the views in the world that I kind of just didn't know. And just because they grew up a little different from me, it didn't make them like weird or anything. It was just something that I hadn't known or experienced. So I would definitely say my peers, man, a lot of the guys that I went to middle school with, because I did a lot of growth and learning and transitioning from a certain life to a different life when I went to middle school.
Nice.
All right, I got another question from the audience.
Hey, wondering what you think, going back to the load management topic. Hockey and basketball pretty much overlap season-wise, schedule-wise. Ice hockey's a pretty physical sport. You don't hear a lot of load management conversation in ice hockey. They make maybe 1/3 to 1/5 of the NBA players make. I wonder any thoughts you have on load management, because ice hockey, money, basketball, money, length of season, same,
Yep.
physicality, very different.
I agree. That's another good question. I definitely believe that it's mindset, but I also believe it's how the leagues are kind of run. Basketball wants a more free flowing, not as physical, doesn't look as gruesome style of game. They want you to be able to get from point A to point B without someone stopping you. Whereas hockey, they let you fight.
Right.
I mean, we love that. You know what I mean? I like that. I've never played hockey a day in my life, and I've tried. I went to hockey games in college because I had friends that played hockey, and then I went to a few Flyers games. Never been on the hockey rink a day in my life, and I think that it's lit because they like, look, just let them brawl and then let them sit in timeout. You know. But I definitely think it's kind of like just the mindset for sure. You have to be of that tough grit mindset playing hockey. Whereas basketball, it's not as physical, it's not as gruesome physically on the body. And guys aren't trying to get in fights in basketball because they're not trying to pay $60,000 in a fine, as opposed to back in the day, the fines were $400.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, if this guy fouled you hard, you slap him upside the head. You would pay that, but now that'll get you like 60 grand, maybe a couple million, probably some endorsements. And guys not trying to do that.
Good question.
That was
very,
good.
very good question. We talk about that a lot, in different sports. But Johnny, what do you got as we wrap it up?
Yeah, I just had a question with talking about the NCAA tournament again. Is there any legitimacy to them trying to go to 72 teams? And if so, what do you think about that?
That is legitimate. They are talking about adding more teams to the NCAA tournament. You know, and I'm all for it because, like I said, I believe some guys max out their potential in college.
Okay.
So if you can give a couple kids a couple extra games to kind of build their legacy, because I made my legend in the NCAA tournament.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to give kids that kind of opportunity, more kids that kind of opportunity, I'm all for it. And it's more basketball. It's more competitive basketball. I feel like we all love the NCAA tournament. We love March Madness. We love what it stands for. We love the coverage. We all love if you've ever been to a Final Four, you know what I mean? It's awesome. It's amazing. I definitely recommend it. So I just feel like the more games that we can add, it'll generate more money, more revenue for TV networks to be able to help all guys. Guys will be able to extend their college careers and make a name for themselves. And I'm all for that.
Well, I think too, shitting a little, just a little gambling activity. I think it's really, brought it to the forefront a whole lot quicker. There's just so much going on nowadays. Betting games and just point spreads and it's just remarkable because not only, and I don't know how much you've talked about it, on camera, but you've got the studio guys talking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the different spreads and I find it amazing. I just do. March Madness was always hyped up because of, the brackets, the bracket pools, all that fun stuff. But now it's just, it's all sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not there. I'm not picking on basketball by no means. You know what I mean? It's just, it's all over the planet now. And I mean, like you said, everybody deserves a little piece, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And isn't it crazy? We can remember a time where anything associated with sports and gambling was considered like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, for sure.
And now, like you said, you have the networks, you have the guys in the studio talking about, well, they're -3 on the point spread, so this team must have a home advantage and all these other things. So,
Yeah.
I just think that you just have to continue to evolve.
Definitely a different world.
These big corporations and these networks, they kind of always been about their money. So now that they see that it's an avenue legally to do with betting and gambling and things of that nature, they're like, why not? If we can do it clean and weed out the guys who try to sneak and do it, because we see that in the NBA. These guys think that I can get my brother's cousin John and his sister Sally to place these bets. Now I won't play. And the NBA is like, well, bro, we know it's you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, as we close this out with Chris Jenkins, again, we thank him. We've worked with him a few times now, and it's great having him come out. Any last minute questions, comments, anything? Got one over here.
NBA?
No, college.
Oh man, NCAA. I can't pick the Wildcats, so it's gonna be so weird. It's so weird thinking that an SEC team can win this. You know what I mean? In basketball, it's just so crazy. But I'm gonna be a homer, man. I'm gonna trick myself out. I'm gonna say St. John's, but I'm gonna go with Coach Pitino and the Giants. I feel like he has the coaching pedigree. They have the talent. And they have the guard play. I think winning in a tournament is all about having dominant guard play. And I think St. John's have a lot of good guards. So hopefully that could be their reason.
There you go. Put your money on St. John's.
There you go.
There you go. All right, again, thanks everyone for coming out. Thanks to Cam, Jess behind the bar. Thanks to everyone for coming out and supporting the show. We certainly appreciate it. Our sponsor is City Distilling. That was the first thing. That's the first thing he said. He said that's the only reason I came out today.
I look forward to this every year.
Exactly.
I look forward to this.
Well, next time I'll get you a second bottle if you promise to be on time.
That's fair. Now, see, the crazy part about it is I'm going to hold you to that. I want that second bottle.
That's the easy part.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
That's the easy part, big fella. All right, again, thanks everybody for coming out. Get over there and buy some raffle tickets, get your free ones. We're going to try and draw this thing somewhere around 8 o'clock-ish. But again, March 12th, we'll be back here and we'll have some more fun. So again, how about a big hand for our guests? Thanks for coming out, everybody. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week and see you next time.
You're not doing anything Sunday? Come out to Carl's Cards and see Brandon Graham.
There you go with your cheap ass plug.
There you go. And then if you want to come March 1st, you can see AJ Brown.
Wow, double cheap.
Double cheap. It's all good.
There you go.
Someone's got to get the plugs in.
There you go.
See.
All right, guys, take care.